Hey, it's Chris Mitchell inviting you to come out April 20th to the Museum of the Shenandoah Valley for the Big Move event. This is going to be a lot of fun. It's all to help the Laurel Center do the great things they do in our community. Here's what, if you've got kids, and let's say you've got young kids and you've got teenagers, and you've been looking for something fun to do with the whole family, well, we have that, no kidding. I promise you, the kids have a kids zone, the teens have a teen zone, the whole family's gonna have fun. Food trucks, I mean, it's gonna be a lot of fun, and it won't be nearly as much fun if you're not there. So here's what we want you to do. Get a team together. Maybe it's folks from your church, maybe it's your kids' friends and their parents. Put a team together and come out. Now, here's what you do to register. See that QR code right there? Just zip that QR code in your phone. It'll take you right to where you can register. And it is going to be a blast. We're really going to have live music and games and bubbles. Who doesn't love bubbles or a moon bounce? Look, we hope to see you. Find out more about it, but put it in your calendar, April 20th at the Museum of the Shenandoah Valley to help the Laurel Center. Now, I had the pleasure of sitting down with the top law enforcement officials in our valley to talk about what the Laurel Center does and how important it is to their work and to our community. So it's obvious that domestic and sexual violence have had an effect on our community. What do you think the impacts are that you can see? And I'm talking about schools, employers, all the rest of it, right? What is the effect on our community as you see it?
I think part of that, as with anything, there's an economic piece to that. When you are a victim, you can't go to work if you have a job. So that impacts. You have an employer who has an employee that is taking time off or they don't know why, and quite often they don't ask the questions. Children in schools, they're not showing up, they're not getting their education, or they are failing miserably, falling asleep, all of those things. So yes, it definitely has an impact across many facets of our society. But very often, people don't realize that that's the underlying problem, that it's something in the home.
And there's definitely long-term effects to these types of calls. There's studies out there that show trauma, violent trauma, can have long-term effects medically and emotionally on children as they grow older.
Yeah, it's basically like you. If you think about your upbringing from your parents, whoever raised you, what do you do at the table? Do you say grace? Do you say thank you? Do you open doors? Whatever you were taught. Now, what if you were taught, okay, when I'm mad, okay, I'm grabbing somebody and I'm throwing somebody, and this is what I'm doing. Now, what's that kid grow up to be? And that's that vicious cycle later on. When they're adults, what do they do? How do I handle myself in a stressful situation?
And a lot of times kids are the pawn. You know, I mean, it's just kind of like, well, you know, if you don't come back, look what it's going to do to Chris if you don't come back. And we see that a lot. And once again, without, you know, talking more about the Laurel Center, you know, they know how to deal with things like that with people that come here, you know, how to get over that thought with your kids. And those are things that we have to look at too.
So you've just heard from some of the people who would know best what the Laurel Center is all about, their incredible impact in our community, and how vital they are for some of our most fragile citizens. We hope that you'll go to the QR code below, and we hope you'll either come out to the big event on the 20th or make a donation right now. But God bless you. We want to see you at the MSV on the 20th. It's the Move event, and we will see you there.